What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sam, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 gym mistakes you must avoid to make gains. So this video is going to cover 5 things that I think beginners, intermediate, and even expert people all need to avoid, that we all need to avoid, including myself, to make the most gains maximum as possible. So without further ado, here's my 5 things. Gym mistake number 1. Gym mistake number 1, I would say, would be program hopping. What I mean by program hopping is, okay, so let's say that you have a person that decides, okay, I'm going to do this 6-week hypertrophy program, okay? And it has this number of exercises, this amount of reps, this amount of sets, and I'm going to do it, right? So he does it for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden he sees the latest program on bodybuilding.com for the same type thing, so another hypertrophy program. And he goes, I'm going to hop off this program that I'm currently 2 weeks into, and I'm going to start a new program, and I'm going to start all over. And then they're going to keep repeating that cycle over and over and over again. And they cannot make realistic gains by program hopping. Once you start a program, whether it be a 4-week program, a 6-week program, or an 8-week program, or even a 12-week program, finish the program. And if you don't feel like you made enough gains sufficiently on that program, look for a different program. But always find a program that fits your goals first. And then when you start the program, stick with the program. Do not be a program hopper. Do not start a program for 2 weeks and then quit and start somebody else's program for 2 weeks and then quit because you see the latest trend over here. You're never going to make gains that way. You're always going to be stuck in the same spot because you're always starting over instead of realistically finishing a program and making gains. Gym mistake number 2. Gym mistake number 2 that I see people make and that I made in the past when I first started training was form was less and weight was more of a priority. So in other words, what I'm saying is people cared, and even myself when I first started, I cared more about the weight than I cared about the form on specific lifts. And that's never going to get you stronger because the form is recruiting motor patterns and it's training your muscles on how to do the lift properly. And if you can't do the lift properly, you're never going to make the gains that you think you're going to make. So when you get on the bench press, you need to take the proper setup, put your feet in the proper place, retract the scapula, make sure you're breathing right. Form is always better than weight because once you got the form down and once you've nailed the form, as you keep going, the weight will come. And that comes with the first point. When you get on a program, the program will help you increase your weight. Therefore, focus on your form first. If you're a beginner, even an intermediate or an expert, form is always better than weight. I will take form over weight any days. I will take a guy who gets in the hole, knees parallel on his squats each time 185, and the guy who puts 225 on there and can't even break knees parallel on the squat. I'll take the guy with the 185 more than the guy with the 225 because he has the right form, and eventually that guy is going to be doing 225 for X amount of reps, but perfect form and in the hole like squats are supposed to be done. That's just one example, but form is always better than weight because once you get the form down, the better and the faster and the stronger the weight's going to come, and the better athlete or gym person you're going to be. Gym mistake number 3. Gym mistake number 3 would be people testing their strength over building their strength. And what I mean by testing their strength is you say you have a guy that maxes out at 225 on the bench, okay? He goes into the gym and he warms up with the bar, then he warms up with a plate on each side. He goes to 185 after that, so a plate and a 25 on each side. He does it for 3 reps. Then he immediately jumps to 225, which is his 1 rep max that he tested the week before, and he hits it for 1 rep, and then tries to go back down for another rep, and the dude behind him is just pulling it up with his hands. That's called testing your strength, okay? And if you look at anybody who is legitimately big or legitimately powerful, you will not see them test their strength like that. That's why you have specific max out days. If you're on a 6 to 8 week program, you're probably not going to max until the end of your program. Or if you're going to max halfway through your program. But you're not going to max out every week, every time on a specific lift. You need to build your strength. That means you can still do heavy weight. You can still go heavy, and you can work in that 85 to 90 to 95% of your 1 rep max from anywhere to 1 to 5 reps. You can build your strength up. You don't have to test your strength every single time. That's not the best way to do it. Building your strength will produce more strength gains than going in there every time on the same lift and maxing out. Gym mistake number 4. Gym mistake number 4 will be people thinking more is always better. That is not the case. More is not always better. To be honest with you, less is most of the time better. Your training program should revolve around compound movements that work multi-joint and multi-muscle groups. These should be your free weight compound movements, such as bench, squat, deadlift, overhead press, row, barbell bent over row, something that recruits more muscles to build more muscle mass and more muscle size. It should not be filled with tons of accessories over compound movements. So simple, if you're doing a leg workout, do a squat variation, deadlift variation, okay, or a clean if you're an Olympic lifter, a clean, and then follow it up with a unilateral, working one leg at a time, okay, and then follow that up with some type of posterior chain and then some core, and then you'll be good to go. But people look at your program and go, oh, that's only 3 or 4 exercises on a specific day. It looks like less. It doesn't look like it's going to do much. But if you choose the exercises that build the most bang for your buck, that can build the most muscle size, muscle strength, and all those kinds of things, you will always have the best, more superior program because you're following something strict, you're using compound movements, and you're going to get the most out of your leg workouts and any type of workout if you keep it simple. Stick to the basics. That doesn't mean you can't do accessories. You can do accessories, but don't go wild with the accessories and make it 67 accessories to 2 compound movements. Your training program should be majority compound movements. And always remember, less most of the time is more. Gym mistake number 5. Gym mistake number 5 that I always see is people not having realistic goals. So I'm going to take a dude that squats, let's say he squats 200 pounds even. And he just started getting in the gym, but he can squat 200 pounds even. He goes, in 3 months, I'm going to go from a 200 pound squat to a 405 pound squat. So I'm going to increase my squat 205 pounds in 3 months. Sorry, kid, not happening. That is not happening. It is not realistic. If you have a kid that squats 200 pounds, the chances of him in 3 months squatting 405 pounds is next to none, meaning like this. Okay? That's a moot point. Don't need to go into that. But what I will say is set realistic goals. If you're squatting 200 pounds right now, in 3 months your goal should be able to put on the bar 255 to 260 pounds. That's a realistic goal. In 3 months you can put 50, 55, 60 pounds onto your squat. In 3 months, that's a realistic goal, not 205 pounds. No matter how hard you work, 205 pounds, there's not a lot of guys that do that squat way more than a guy that squats 200 pounds. So set realistic goals that you can achieve, because if you do not set realistic goals and you don't achieve the goal that you set for 3 months, you're going to become discouraged and you may even quit working out. You may be burnt out with working out because you're like, oh, I'm doing all this work, but I'm not getting 205 pounds better on my squat. That's not how it is. Set realistic goals for yourself. Smash those realistic goals, and each time set a goal. So say you're benching 225. Okay, in 1 month, I want to go to 250. That's a realistic goal. 225 to 250, that's a realistic goal. On the right program, it's a realistic goal. Okay, then once you get to the 250, go, okay, in 2 months, I want to go from 250 to 280 in 2 months. That's a realistic goal. Once you get that, just keep setting small goals like that over and over again, and you're going to see the best results. And that's the way I see it on that, and I believe that there's a lot of people that see it that way as well. Just set realistic goals, and you'll be good to go. Alright, y'all, I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you want me to talk about, what you want to see from me, what type of things that you guys like. Do you guys want to see me do more pranks? Do you want to see me do these topic videos? Do you guys want to see more workout videos? Smash the like button, leave a comment down below. Share with your friends. Subscribe to us. Shout us out. Follow our social medias, which will be on the end screen and linked down in the description. As always, guys, it's your boy, Sam Michael, Early Morning Crew, signing out, baby. Peace.